We're out here in the testing lab, and we're working with the Mustang opener with its optional closing wheel. My name is Guy Swanson, and this is Stephanie Mason. And Stephanie and I will go through how to adjust this closing wheel and provide lots of options for different ground speeds and soil types. And this opener is also designed to operate over in tillage systems too. So that's why we have these various adjustments. So let's go through those adjustments. First of all, some of the features. The unit pivots similar to this, and it runs on a fiberglide bearing, and the spring provides the down pressure. The spring rate can actually be adjusted some by mounting in this hole here or in this hole here. So it has 2 or 3 different spring rates that are adjustable. Once again, the wheel moves up and down, bottom's at the bottom. The adjustments that we provide are related to soil types that vary across the board. And we think it's very important on the closing wheel to have quite a few adjustments, because our experience with previous closing wheels is that they did not have much adjustability, and so in certain soil types it didn't work very well. Stephanie, would you hand me the spacers that go? Actually, this segmented wheel can be spaced over a little bit more if it's more desirable, and so we have 2 spacers that go in here on the back side and provide that additional spacing that we might need to move it over. Of course, here are the spacers. That takes a longer bolt, and we can move the wheel over if it's desirable. This is the double roller bearing that's commonly used in closing wheels. It's sealed at both ends and has been very successful in closing wheel design. So let's look at some of the other adjustments that can be made. And we have a pivot adjustment here. We have a rotational adjustment. So we have some more adjustments. We have a rotational adjustment where we can rotate this in and out. We have an extension. There's 3 points here where this can be extended further back. In some conditions you may want to put the wheel further back. And the design is such that this will also telescope a small amount here. So we're going to first show the rotational adjustment. Steph, you got your... The rotational adjustment is done right here. So this allows us to throw a little more soil if it's in a tillage system to get the slot closed, or it allows us to run it pretty much straight, just to pinch it, just to pinch the wheel, pinch the slot. And so that's the pinch position right there. So it runs directly over the slot, and then we tighten at these 2 locations. And of course it's got a clear, and that basically provides us the clearance. So another view, this may be for some extra soil movement in tillage systems. Allows you to rotate it, get that center point to throw in just a little bit more. Once again, it's got a clear. So that's the rotational adjustment. it can be extended and or rotated. Now, this arm can be extended. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 positions where this arm can be moved up closer or further back. And right now we have it adjusted in a position that allows us to just clear the injector foot. Now, if we would like to add some more clearance, we can. You've got a wrench handy, and we'll loosen that a little bit, or maybe it's loose. Is it loose enough? Yeah, sure enough is. So we can rotate this back a little bit. If you'd prefer to have this travel further back, and then you can set the set screw here and do an adjustment. So once again, it's just that every machine's a little bit different. We need different clearance arrangements. So as you can see, what we're trying to do is get clearance from the injector foot here and yet try to close the slot as rapidly as possible. And so there's several different approaches to doing it, and thank goodness we have this ability. And you can actually even consider extending this on down into this other position here and running pretty much close right up against the injector foot. So gives lots of possibilities for spring-loaded down pressure. Each farmer will have to take it upon himself to find the right position that matches his conditions. So let's go to this lower slot hole here, Steph. We'll give that a try. So let's loosen this bolt. So you can see that this comes apart. There's a dowel pin that retains it right here, this little rotor, right? Okay. And then we're going to move it over. Now you got a good picture of that. We'll go ahead now and install and put the nut on. And we got to get the set screw set. Where do we put the Allen wrench? There again we show the optional mounting. Needs to swing back just a little bit. The clear. That wouldn't do it. Here we show the lower mount and running close to the injector foot, and of course it just clears coming up, spring loaded, gives that quick pinch on that slot. Obviously it's set pretty low here, so either this position, the upper position, or this mid position should be utilized to set the wheel. The wheel may actually run somewhere about in here when it's on the land. It needs that spring-loaded The closing wheel also has an adjustable stop, so you can get it to stop a little quicker, and that is 3-position stop there. And of course the wheel can be quickly removed by pulling this bolt. The entire assembly will slide off. Spring comes right off with it. So the reasoning behind this wheel is to allow for 30-inch band spacing, quick closing in tillage, as well as the ability to run 30-inch band spacing in no-till systems. And then it acts as a pinch wheel, and it just pinches the slot, gives it a little extra pinch. Ejector foot set overlapping on the opener.